More Inside, we are joined by Michael Shifter, the president of the Inter-American Dialogue think tank here in Washington, D.C. What is your reaction? The real surprising factor here is the number by which he won.
Yeah, the polls were wrong again. They were wrong in the first round when they thought Pinera would win by a much larger margin. He didn't. And they were wrong in the second round when it was expected to be a very tight race. This was really a very comfortable lead, and I think he got a lot more support than people expected. And also the other side, his opponent, wasn't able to really mobilize a lot of the left in the country to come out.
So how did he clinch it? Promising to reverse 4 years of sluggish growth?
That's really what his focus is. That Chile is now growing less than 2%. They were used to growing at higher rates. He basically says that I'm going to get the economy, jumpstart the economy, get it growing again, bring in more investment, trade more, and everybody's going to be better off. I think that's what he's promising to do, and he's essentially going to keep many of the other policies of the Bachelet government, but will give less emphasis to the reforms, education reform, and other reforms that we saw under the last 4 years.
But he has been pretty specific, saying he'll more than double economic growth, create 600,000 new jobs, ease industry regulations, and narrow the budget deficit. Is this talk? Can he do all this? Is it likely?
Well, I think it's going to be difficult. It depends a lot on Chile. Depends on copper. It depends on copper prices. It depends on a lot of other factors that he may not be able to control. So, and he's also going to have a very tough time governing. He has to govern with the left, with the center, the Guillier that lost, and so he's going to have to make deals and alliances with other political forces in the country in order to get through his agenda.
Michelle Bachelet wanting to make education more affordable and overhauling the tax code. Many viewed this as a referendum on her policies.
Well, I think there was discontent. The polls show that many people weren't happy with the policies, at least the way that they were carried out. The goals of reducing inequality, I think people share overwhelmingly. But there has been some criticism in the way that she's gone about addressing those problems. And so, he's going to try to see his solution. His alternative is to really focus on the economy, which he feels was neglected during the Bachelet years.
Our reporter there on the ground in Buenos Aires, Joel Richards, mentioned this increasing tilt to the right in South America following the rise of conservative leaders in Peru, Argentina, Brazil. Is there anything to make of that with this election?
I think Argentina is the clearest case where there was a shift. Brazil, the current president was not elected. He's at 5% in the polls. The president of Peru is in deep political trouble. So it's a bit shaky. It's not a very firm shift. If there's a shift, there may be some cases. Argentina is the clearest case, and now accompanied by Chile as well, with Pinera as president, coming back as president after he was president previously.
All righty. Well, Michael Shifter, we certainly appreciate your time. We're going to have to leave it right there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.